for fast, cheap, and reliable Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins. Make sure you guys go check out my sponsor, Easy Mutt. Use code VENOM at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's good guys, Venomfire here back from the video, and today me bringing you guys another money play. This one is going to be an explosive one-play touchdown in Madden 21. A lot of you guys have been blowing up my comments asking for more gun trips, tight end videos, so we're going to bring you guys a money play and one-play touchdown out of the formation that I have not touched up upon. Now, I have gone over a couple of these plays a while back, doing like a little money play series where I went over, a certain amount of these plays, such as PA counter, go, X spot, curl flat, and PA shot post. I think those four. We're going to move into the next play, which is going to be the inside cross. Very underrated, very sneaky good play that beats about 3 coverages that we're going to attack in today's video, including cover 4, cover 3, and cover 2. Also not bad against man coverage, shall I say. But inside cross, pretty solid play. I do recommend getting one ability. That's going to be the tight end apprentice with Darren Waller. We're just going to use that to create some route combos. You don't necessarily need it for any of the one-play touchdowns, but it can create some cool route combos, maximize the play a little bit more. So I do recommend having that. If you don't, get Hot Route Master. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Put your fastest wide receiver on the far outside with Henry Ruggs. And yeah, let's just go ahead, get straight into it, putting our trips tight end on the wide side of the field. Now I'm going to start out against cover 3, moving into cover 4, and then cover 2. Before we into the video, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the videos, enjoying the content, you like what you see. Go ahead, subscribe, drop a like, and support the channel and me. But here we are out on the field, taking a look at some of the routes that we do have. We have a deep post with Henry Ruggs, a drag with Tyrell, drag with Darren Waller. Mainly, we're just going to build around the post. I'll just get to the point. We're just going to build around Henry Ruggs' route. This deep post, it's always good in Madden to have any formation that has a stock deep post out of one of the plays. It's always good to have a deep post. Depending on who you're playing, you always want to have a go-to play with this route. There's ones out of bunch, there's ones out of bunch tight end. Pretty much every good formation, spread, the list goes on. There's going to be a play with a good deep post, wide trips, etc., etc. But pretty much I'm just going to hop into showing you guys the actual post or the one-play touchdown, and then we'll hop into some of the route combos that you can do. So for now, all I'm going to do is just block my running back. Of course, I'm going to try and slide out to the right side, although not necessary, and this is very much a timing thing in throwing this post. So I'm going to kind of slide out here, wait, and I'm going to throw it right about there. Now that was late, and you see why you have to time it. That was a late throw. You probably noticed when watching Henry Ruggs that he kind of stops in that middle of the field section. So you have to release it, or at least hold the button kind of before that happens. Again, that was some bad timing, but we'll hop into it again. If you get perfect timing, it shouldn't be a factor at all. You see we were still able to kind of get there anyways. We did get hit there. Again, if you can scramble out, Derek Carr's not super mobile, although maybe I should have scrambled out. You don't want to get super far outside of the pocket, but I can kind of scramble out here, wait, and then I could maybe throw it on the run. That's pretty good timing right there. Of course, the pass is going to be more accurate with your feet set, but you see how he's going to kind of run past. Now, that outside third is not going to defend it. You don't have to put Darren Waller on a corner. You don't have to put an out route out there. You don't have to do anything. That outside corner, that outside third on the right-hand side is not going to play the deep post over the top. In fact, it doesn't even really register in that outside corner's mind that a deep post is going pretty much over his head. Let's see if we can actually get the timing right here. See if we can get these blocks right. And that is exactly the perfect timing. Finally get it down. And again, Derek Carr doesn't exactly have the best throw power in the world, but you see that is what a perfect run looks like realistically. Let's hop into the instant replay, show you guys just a couple of things here. Here's Henry Ruggs going to run across. It's very important that you do not smart route this deep post. You want it as deep as possible, so maybe it even works better in 2nd and 12, 3rd and 15s, but not trying this. This is, of course, a 10-yard simulation. You see, of course, the outside third is not going to play it, but this middle third, he really doesn't do anything. I mean, he's kind of over there. Of course, if you throw it here, it's a pick, but you see how you just have to have perfect timing. And you see right there, I just kind of throw it right here. You want to throw it while at least your wide receiver is still running. That's probably the biggest key. Of course, this outside third, as I mentioned, doesn't even really recognize the fact I could have no routes on the right side of the field. He still would not defend that post. We get the perfect timing, perfect throw, and there's no chance that the safety's making the play, nor the outside cornerback. Now again, if you're attacking cover 3 specifically, I want you guys to be careful, because if a good player recognizes this, he could go ahead and deep half that right side cornerback, and that's not what you want to happen. But let's show some of the route combinations that you can do. I'm going to start out with a basic one. We're going to post A, flat Y, and slant B, just like this. No motion. So again, this is a kind of a play you can quick snap relatively simply. Again, you're just going to kind of slide out to the right-hand side right there and throw it over the top. Now you see how it looks like the outside corner on the right side even came down a little bit further, a little bit more. Sorry about that. He came down further. That's what I was trying to say. So certain routes do pull down the outside third. I've noticed it with slants. Of course, the corner out. The corner out actually kind of pushes upfield. It's really weird. You would expect the corner out to pull it down. Actually, is not the case. But I'll show it a couple more times. Of course, we're going to go into more route combos against more different coverages. That is, again, what it looks like with the bad timing. You throw it late, just a split second late. Of course, I don't have Gunslinger, so this isn't perfect. With Gunslinger, you have a lot bigger margin of error. Whereas using Derek Carr, I don't have as good of a margin for error, and I can't get it as perfect as maybe I would. So let's hop into the next coverage, cover 4, and we'll also add some new route combos. All right, guys, here I am in a cover 4 drop show 2. So cover 4 drop show 2 is actually not a match coverage cover 4. Match plays this kind of decently. What happens in the match coverage, whether it's palms or quarters out of a nickel set or anything, pretty much what happens is Henry Ruggs is going to be manned up by this outside quarter in a match coverage style. You can't really do anything to get him off it. I've tried multiple route combos. I cannot get it. Of course, usually just a deep post will be an outside quarter, especially when he's traveling across, so that could be something. But I'm just going to show it against cover 4 drop show, so you can see it actually getting over the top of those quarter zones, as these deep posts are kind of known to do. Let's add a new route combination, or actually we'll go over it stock once again first, and then maybe we'll add some route combos. So here, we're going to snap the ball. Again, I'm going to kind of slide out to this right-hand side, get that perfect timing, and it's pretty much the exact same look as cover 3, only the fact that you have an extra inside quarter. He's not going to play it either, nor is that outside quarter on the right, as we saw when we actually ran that cover 3. So again, just going to block, double team, snap the ball. Again, no smart routing X, just kind of wait, perfect timing right there, and you throw it. So you have a slim margin of error. I could throw it, it's better to throw it earlier than later, pretty much. Even that time it was probably a little bit early, I would say. Didn't really end up mattering at all. So you see we're kind of getting into that rhythm. Of course, kind of starting out cold. My timing's going to be off a little bit. That time it was a little bit later, but you see you're getting around 5 yards of separation. Of course, we are using Henry Ruggs. But this would pretty much happen with any receiver, even if it was a 99 speed receiver on a 99 speed corner. 5 yards of separation is 5 yards of separation, and it's zone coverage, not match or man. So he's going to get that same kind of separation regardless. Of course, you can get the ball out further. Things are going to be quicker with Gunslinger or with like a Rodgers type of guy. There you see it again, that perfect timing that we love to see. So let's hop into some of the other route combos. I'm going to keep things kind of simple here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post A, still slant B. I'm going to flat Y, but what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to motion Nelson over from left to right. So this is just going to mix things up a bit, give us just another option, perhaps opening up our slant a little bit more. Here you see this is what it looks like. We actually got his, we threw, but in that situation where he kind of stepped up in the pocket, usually I'm more likely to pass lead up and to the right, whereas usually I'm just pass leading to that right-hand side. Again, be careful because certain route combinations can affect the zones in different fashions. So you kind of want to keep things simple. You find something that works. You don't want to go away from it. You don't want to mess up your chances of getting a free touchdown. Again, we're going to kind of roll out, throw that baby over the top. Again, it is a little bit closer. You see when we go with a different style of route combo, that's something to keep in mind, of course, but you see we're still able to get it over the top. Again, Derek Carr, low throw power, no gunslinger, so that is affecting it. Of course, a Josh Allen or an Aaron Rodgers or a Patty Mahomes, going to throw that way over the top, and there's going to be no issue at all. So that's pretty much it for cover 4. I'm actually just going to show a couple of other new route combinations. As far as some of the new things that you can actually go with, what I like to do is I like to kind of corner A and I'm just going to hitch Y. So this is going to be kind of a basic route combo. This is one that I've actually been running pretty much all year out of this inside cross, just kind of even without necessarily going for it all in one play. This is a sound, just solid route combination. I'm actually going to see if I can throw it over the top with this one. And you see how he's kind of there, of course, out of range. That was on the run. The inside quarter was up a little bit more, but it was kind of similar to the slant route combo that we did previously. But yeah, let's throw some of these other routes right off the bat. We got our drag route, drag to corner route, and especially when you get your opponent worrying about deep, he's going to start leaving the flats open. He's going to start, maybe he only has his user in the middle field. Maybe there's no other vert hooks, things of that nature. So this is just a solid route combination I like to go to. Again, you got that little baby hitch that could potentially get open, especially if he's only having his user in that middle of the field. But anyways, with that being said, let's hop into our last coverage, which is going to be Tampa 2. Alright guys, now Tampa 2 is going to be a little bit different from the cover 4 and the cover 3 that we did just run. The big difference is, of course, we're going to attack it inside as it is cover 2 rather than the outside of the hash marks, outside of the numbers in the cover 4, cover 3. Of course, cover 2's got those 2 deep halves, so they're going to be staying back. They're not going to be pulled up, really. You're not going to be able to throw it over the top of them. You're just going to have to split them down the middle. Now, cover 2 is pretty interesting in the way that they've defended it. I've seen it just be a little bit inconsistent. Now, from what I know, if I run this stock, I think I should get bagged pretty well. And this is one that I can't really run stock. Taking a look at X, I can kind of hit him in the middle there. But you see how it's a little bit tight. That was, of course, on the run. Derek Carr, from what we've seen in this video, cannot do that at all. But let's show it again here. Hopefully we can get some better protection. Just going to try and split it up the middle. You see how it's kind of there? It's a little bit tight, though, I would say. So we can kind of get that out a little bit further. But you do see there, it was able to work. We were able to score a touchdown. So realistically, you could run it and score a touchdown against this coverage. Now, what we're going to do is something pretty simple. Of course, the strong safety is the one that seems more likely to make the play. What I'm going to do is I'm going to neutralize him pretty much. All I'm going to do is put A on a corner route. Now, what this is going to do, he's going to pull that deep half to the safe guaranteed. Deep half to the sideline, rather. The tight end corner, I do recommend smart routing it just to get it a little bit deeper. Pause, but as far as the other routes, I do like to leave the drag. I can throw like a backside slant or something. This would not be a terrible route combination. Again, focus in on X there in the middle of the field. You see we get a lot more space even with a throw on the run. That should have been a catch with a half decent receiver, but even with the throw on the run, you see we have a lot more space to complete that. Of course, I'm going to try and get a little bit more timing here just by double teaming that middle guy. See if we can kind of step up in the pocket, make a throw from our feet, or rather grounded. So here we're going to kind of try and roll out, and there you see it, just a lot more space. I even have enough space to kind of let that ball fly to the right side of the field. Normally when I'm attacking cover 2, I recommend pass leading that directly up the field. But in that situation, I kind of just let it go, didn't really pass lead at all, and we still got a pretty good result. Now, again, something like this, you can kind of neutralize it. Maybe I hitch Y or like a smoke screen with Y. I could hitch B. You can mix things up. Something like this could work. Realistically, again, I'm going to kind of slide out here, pass lead that up the field, and you see it again. Just look how far Marcus May is over there. The tight end corner is going to not only pull him over there, but he's going to keep him over there. He's not going to route bounce for a while, and that's going to be just enough time for us to throw that post over the top. Anyways, now that you've seen it work, we're going to show just a couple more route combinations. Now, one of my favorite route combos is going to be A on a post. We're going to put B on a hitch, or B on an out to the right, and Y on a curl. So we're going to, again, leave our deep post. That's the common theme. But we're just going to add some simple routes. Now, again, this is pretty much, I do think this is going to make the play a little bit worse, but this is just a solid route combination. The play's not always going to be there. If he's deep halving, the one play touchdown's not going to be there. You got to accept that, and you can still use the play to have success. Showed you guys a lot of good route combinations. Of course, you can even get better. You can get crazier. I could maybe throw B on a crosser. If I have hot route master, I can flat RB, do some of that cool stuff. But again, the route combination is curl Y out. You're running back to that right-hand side, hitch B, post A, and then motion Y over, of course. Kind of motion snap him over there. You see RB does have some space. Now on the short side, you really have to throw it early. I threw that still a little bit late, so to where he wasn't able to cut up field. But you see, it's just a solid route combination. of course, the sky's the limit with this play. You can kind of do really whatever you want as far as that's concerned. But you saw I kind of did the hitch motion over, the smoke screen motion over with the corner route. You can do some cool route combinations with this. Here you see again, RB open. If not the curl, it gives us nice high-low read as well as the post and the hitch. So overall, it's going to do for the video. If you guys did enjoy, please hit a like button. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more. And follow me on Twitter. Link will be down below in the description. And peace. I'm out of here.